Good morning. My name is Ifeami Andrew. On the Punch newspaper, we begin with the lead headline here. Lagos, Abuja, Rivers fun seekers throng parks amidst stampede fears. Sokoto villagers accidentally killed as NAF bombs Lakurawa terrorists. World Bank suspends loan fees for poor nations. All right, you'd also find here Yuletide Customs auction seized petrol to ease transportation. All of these headlines are on the Punch newspaper. NBS budgets 35 million naira for cybersecurity training amid website hack. That also is on the Punch. And if you quickly get on now to the Vanguard, you would see the lead headline here. Photos, 10 dead in Sokoto bombing. Military denies error. Residents cry foul. Now, if you had looked at the Punch, it says that the NAF was trying to bomb the terrorist group Lakurawa, and accidentally some villagers killed. That's how the Punch newspaper puts it. Here in the Vanguard, it's a bit more detailed with the headline. The number of those dead, and the military saying there was no error, but the residents saying that that's not the case, that the fighter jet of the Nigerian Air Force mistakenly bombed two peaceful communities in exactly Silame local government area of Sokoto State. This was yesterday morning. More headlines on the Vanguard newspaper. Katsina police foil kidnapped attempt, rescue 10 victims, 2 dead. Tragic Christmas, 22 injured as bus rams into celebrants in Gombe. NIMET forecasts 3-day dust haze from Thursday, which is today. And then you see breaking fire guts fear office in Lagos. All of these headlines are on the Vanguard. On Facebook, we are live at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. So it means you can join us and be a part of the conversation. You can also do well to send us a WhatsApp message. The number is 0809 030 6416. You can also do well to call the numbers 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0003, 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0003. Any of those numbers you can call to join the conversation this morning. And then on Facebook, I'll start with your messages there. We have several of them already this morning. Okay, so this one here says, I join my voice with people of Ishopo for the governor to restore power to them. That's Joshua Sotonye. Beckel says, unprofessionalism in the Nigerian military has been found to undermine the effectiveness of the military, civil-military relations, and the security of citizens. I mean, this sort of issues isn't the first time we've heard this kind of bombings happen. Several other times in the northern part of the country. Patrick Amadi says, I join my voice with others to say happy birthday to everyone that was born today. Lorenzo Delight says, police rescuing a girl that was drugged and abandoned. It's a good one. Steady power supply will boost economic activities in our state. The governor should fulfill this promise. Bene Kanu says, I can affirm that the constant, steady power supply in the state has improved 10 times better than what we used to have under previous administrations, particularly in the Ogoni axis. And I'm saying a big thank you to the governor for making this, improving on this promise. And Nobere Kachike says, steady power supply, this amidst many is another revelation to show that a sitting governor has a role to play on how regularly a state has power. More grace to the governor. Thank God that Ability says Boko Haram targets military base. Why? I don't remember stating that they targeted any military base. So thank God, I don't know where you got that one from. Fidelis Alemuwa says Governor Fubara is actually doing a great job in the state. All of those you find from Facebook. Obioma Noble on Facebook also says the governor promised to electrify the state. It's a good one, but come 2025, we should create more massive employment for youths. He sent in this one from Igbodo Eche. All right, let's go over to the phone lines now and take a few of the calls. We'll begin with Gift in Yenegua. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Andrew Fume. Compliment of this.
I wish you the same. Go on, please.
Yeah, let me start with this light matter, electrifying the whole of Rivers State 247, according to the person who represented the governor. That would be a welcome development if it will see the light of the day. Because in Abia State, where geometric is, was not ahead of 24 hours in the whole of Abia State. So I began to ask myself those questions. As far as I'm concerned, I will put it to all of us. It is impossible as far as Nigeria is concerned. This situation, we are not talking about gas turbine, but you are telling me about the national grid because of transformer, 500 kVA that you donated to a particular community. Then you will be telling me that you want to supply 24 hours power. Are we joking? You did not even give us the timeline. We need to ask these people question in power. What is the timeline? Okay, from that to so time this will happen. Is it because of transformer that you gave to a particular village that will now lead to 24 hours power supply? And the power supply that we are seeing improving, it is even the federal government. Because here in Bayelsa, the same thing is playing out all over Nigeria. Federal government recently came out to talk about, are you not seeing? Now, people will tell you and disagree that nothing like that. But on this one, they will tell you that they agree with the governor. I disagree with him. And the one that they talked about, Asare Dokubo, the king of the community is 100% right. This is what they've been doing on us in life. So, is government, as I speak with you, people will go to a particular place, like Chidoke recently went to Elelewa. The community has right to elect their own leadership, not governor, not local government, and not Asare Dokubo.
All right.
Allow the people.
Let's go to Rumigbo now. Thank you very much, Gift. JJ, good morning.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning.
You're welcome.
Andrew, I think on the 24th you were in Yenegua. I don't know if you saw light, because I knew that they'd be struggling with light. And when somebody have issues and it will tell him you will solve it, there will be no belief, especially when their own has taken over 2 years. No light. So it's a target. In the next 1 year, we'll get 24 hours light. It's a target. So it's not whether you agree or you don't disagree. Mosquito don't need permission to bite anybody. But Andrew, I tell you, there will be light, and the light has improved, whether people like it or not. That said, Andrew, I don't know when last you went to supermarket to buy this deodorant. Bros, it's very expensive. So those that are complaining of body odor, you will get more, because the more those deodorants go up, price of body odor too will go up. Conclusively, I don't understand the military in this Sokoto bombing. You said these people are associates of the Lakarawa group. Oh, the other time is this, is that. Put things together now so that you can apologize to the people. People die, for goodness sake. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Ida from Nkoro, good morning.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning.
Yep, go on, Ida.
Already, the light is shining in River State. Brother, whatever thing the governor promised, he's going to fulfill that promise. You can see River State. I came first that I went to airport. Investors are dropping white men. In River State, they want to do business. So the governor know all these things. That's why I say we want to keep the power supply. Looking as I'm talking to you, I'm saying there's a power supply. There's a light. The governor seen whatever thing he promised is giving people of River State. Can see that over a few weeks, commissioning, flag up by this governor. Whatever thing governor Sim promised, doing for the people. And what JJ said about the body odor, you go to the market now, my brother. For this trailer, we used to buy 700 naira, 3,000 naira. If you are going and use hanky to cover your nose, so you won't perceive anything. Thank you, God bless you, and that's from Crow.
All right, thank you very much. With the governor's comment about the steady power supply, if you look at all that is required or involved to make that possible, I too would be very shocked if it's possible that we have the whole of Rivers State. I would say it is possible that the government might really improve the power situation, but I do not think that it will be possible in this short time to be able to accomplish 24 hours power supply. I don't think it's realistic. There might be a plan, but I don't think it will be accomplished in 4 years. Even in 8 years, it might still be very difficult. Yes, we know that generation is now a thing that states can venture into, but then there are many other things involved, especially when you look at the discos and do they even have the facilities? I mean, now we're having feeder problems up and down in various parts of the state. Even if they wouldn't tell you honestly what the real problem is, we know that there are several issues around these areas. So it will be interesting to see how the government goes about handling this and keeping that promise. If it does, like I said, I'll be very surprised. I would love it. But I think the most that will happen is there'll be good improvement in the power supply. Mufasa from NTA Road, good morning.
Yeah, hi, Andrew, good morning.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, well, like you rightly said, the situation can be improved, okay? And the governor said that he's working towards achieving that. Honestly, I tell you, there are people who have resolved not to see anything good in this governor who is working. Even if they see him walk on water, they will say it's because he doesn't know how to swim. I believe that situation can definitely be improved. The power situation is gradually improving. I'm sure one or two things can still be done to make it, better than even what it is today. So for me, I want to say a big kudos to the governor, because power is indeed one of the major things that people need to make their life better. Even businesses, they need power. They need power everywhere. It's hot. So for me, I think it's a good one. And then the issue of the army and the controversy of the bombing and all of that, like previous callers said, we need clarification, on issues like this. We go online, Andrew, several stories about how, innocent civilians were killed and, so many issues. So for me, in as much as we appreciate what the military is doing, when things like this happen, they should come out clean and tell Nigerians the actual situation of things. And lastly, Andrew, like I said before, you see the Christmas celebration is going smoothly. Rivers State, Port Harcourt of the Accord is very, very clean. Honestly, I will continue to appreciate what Rwanda is doing, and they should continue to do so, because cleanliness, they say, is next to godliness. That is fantastic.
All right, thank you very much. Bright is in Remo Dumaya. Good morning, Bright.
Thank you, Andrew. Good morning. The governor promised to give 24 hours light after maybe presenting a transformer to the people. So my concern is, as River State or states generating their own power, so which other ways will you do it when you have not started generating your own? It's just like a person. If I have generator and I have access to my own fuel, at least I can decide to give my house 24 hours light, because I have them. Whether NEPA this light or not, I have my own way to generate my own light. The River State don't have that power. They have not started generating light. So they should try to educate the people and inform them well that so and so time they will partner with federal government to make sure that there is 24 hours light. So another thing is that the admonition on spending this season, January is like the longest month of the year. After you must have spent all your money during the festive time like December, and you know that December salary is paid earlier. From those that receive salary from 20 years, from 20 years to 31st January, it's a very long month. So people should learn how to spend, so that by January they will not start begging or being frustrated then for school fees and other bills. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Abinoye from Abua, good morning.
Good morning, it's Ian Andrew.
Good morning.
Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you.
Merry Christmas.
All right, but I didn't go anywhere though. I also.
You're off. We know you were not here today.
Okay, for a day, yes. For a day, I wasn't.
Day, yes.
It's true.
Yeah, Governor promises a steady power supply. I think that the governor is not a joker. and pessimism will not help us. Maybe you work out modalities for it, because we know he's a man of his word. You can imagine that even the pensioners that were taken as liability, he has seen them as an asset. And then he's trying to do what even the entire nation has not done. I said, let's leave about that. We are sure that light will be steady. And the other issue is the issue of sharing. People were giving gifts to little children. And I want to also thank Dr. Ben and his wife for presenting gifts to little children. Now, what I want to say to us this time is, today is a Boxing Day, and the Yuletide is very, very serious, very sensitive on our health. What we eat. We need to eat what we know and know what we eat. Recently I attended a seminar on, health hygiene promotion, the importance on cholera epidemiology. I think that was organized by one Mr. Erokoshima. And we were told to wash our hands very well. What I recommend to you this time, hand washing is of essence. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Happy New Year. Joseph in LMA, good morning.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Andrew.
Good morning, Joseph.
Yes, I want to commend the governor on his move, ensuring that the state have 24-hour power supply. I want to urge him, by using this medium, to ask that in achieving that, in ensuring that that statement comes to reality, he should consider for some certain things, such as restoring all the power stations, substations in the city. In LMA, we have gas turbines that are moribund. Where I am at the moment, there is a gas turbine that is not functional for a period of time now. This will visit all those substations, ensure that there's no that will help in ensuring that all is
All right, Joseph, I don't know where you are. I think we're finding it difficult to hear you, but I think we got your point already. And I think, like I said earlier, clearly the governor knows more than every one of us. He has more knowledge about the assets and the finances and what is involved, not to mention the powers to be able to activate this plan. So he's a very smart man, I'm sure. That's why he's governor. Definitely he has a plan. The only thing we would do now is to wait and see how that plan rolls out and whether it's going to really happen in a year's time or in a year time. But if you follow the industry, the power industry, and you look at that sector, you can only say, well, it's a great promise the governor has made, but it looks like it will be very difficult to happen in a year, even in 4 years. So the whole of Rivers State would be really difficult. If maybe we're looking at Port Harcourt only, or we're starting from somewhere. But one thing will be sure: as long as the plan is is being followed, what we would definitely experience is improved power in the state. We would definitely get that. But then to have 24 hours, I think that would take time and a lot of work. One more call from Blessed before we go over to some more messages. Blessed, good morning.
Good morning, my brother Andrew.
Yes.
Our governor presented transformer to a community in Rivers State, especially in three local government area. This is welcome development. That's why people say yes to simplify government. Because this man is doing, giving us dividend of democracy. It is the type of man that we need. No other person than the governor Sim Fubara need to pilot the affair of Rivers State. And my governor, I'm appealing to you. Allah is part of the Rivers State and the oil producing community. I bet we have oil block here. Allah doesn't have a steady light, and there's no anything like an internal road that's happening in Allah. We see that we are doing other projects in some other local governments. Come to Allah here. Come and do the project that will boost the economy of the state, because Allah is a peaceful area. Having said that, pertaining the military mistakenly bombed innocent civilians in Sokoto is uncalled for. They should look very well. It has happened every day by day. It's not done. If you want to target terrorists, it's not target innocent citizens of this country. That's my own concern. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Blessed. I know that they use satellite imagery and all of those tech. I don't know. I would wait for the statement from NAF. The military not precise? Collateral damage is becoming something else. Damiate is asking. Ukaigbu says, Governor promising 24-hour supply to Rivers residents is very good. Please, the governor should also reactivate scrap to wealth in Kira. Must the military keep on doing this same kind of mistake of missing their targets? There's need for competent training of our military personnel to curtail this bad news. Alozie King, that's from you. This one says, good morning. Could you believe that we already had this before? Fidelis says Governor Fubara is actually doing a great job in Rivers State. All right, that's the much we could take. Thank you very much. We'll take a commercial now. Good morning.
For more talk, news and sports, stay tuned to 9.